Dick riding game.
No, right.
All right, look. We're gonna do this. All right, let's get into the meat and potatoes of it. How did you and Kevo get into it to begin with?
He was cloud chasing off
Man,
Kevo.
shut up! I just said let the man talk.
What'd you say, Kevo?
Bro, suck my dick, bro.
Hey, stop playing before I smack the shit out you.
Do it.
Fuck on. Hey, no. Watch out, we ain't doing that here. Anybody about to Watch out.
I'll beat the fuck out of you.
No, man.
Beat the fuck out you, boy. Motherfucker, put you on your own, boy. Stop playing with me, boy.
Fuck out of here, my nigga.
Watch out, man.
You think this shit all fun and games, boy?
Hey, I swear this shit funny as hell. I wasn't on that though, man. Everybody know I came in there with good energy, smiling, calm, everything. I know him, he brought that shit up himself. And hey, stop capping too, gang, because you did not spit on me back. You made noise. You did the little. Ain't nothing come out your mouth, dog. I'd beat a bug out you would spit on me. On my dead homie. I ain't gonna let no spit on me. I don't care if I did spit first. You see, I got on the same clothes for the interview and everything, bro. If you would have spit on me, bro, I would have took this shit off or something. Y'all video though. I ain't wipe my face, so I ain't do nothing. Nigga ain't spit on me. I realized spit in your face, motherfuckers. Like that and your shit, like, stop it. I wish a nigga would spit on me.
Year LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. All right, so let's get into this one. It got messy over there in No Jumper. On No Jumper. All right, so Flakko is an employee of No Jumper. They had an interview with 16ShotEm. We're going to go through this entire reaction to get the whole backstory from the interview. This is a clip from the interview. We have a piece of the interview, and then we have something from the backstory. So I'm not going to hold y'all. Flakko was wrong. If y'all are up on this story, Flakko's wrong. He came there on some bullshit. He was calling him a clout chaser. He was calling 16ShotEm a clout chaser based on him doing his job as a reporter and a journalist. I don't know exactly what he does on his page, but he interviews a lot of people and documents a lot of things to actually just cover the culture, I presume. And Flakko was calling him a clout chaser for simply covering a story that doesn't favor Bandman Kevo in the right way. So everyone's looking at Flakko, like, Flakko, are you in, like, is Bandman Kevo, like, paying you some money? Like, what's going on? Are you PR over here? Like, he came off like he was dick riding, and even Adam asked questions. We have a lot here. Let's get into the reaction.
Oh,
Stop.
I think you're a cloud chaser.
It's like you dick riding game.
No, right.
All right, look. We're gonna do this. All right.
Look how it starts, though.
Let's get into
This
the
is
meat
near
and
the end of
potatoes
it. We're gonna get into all of it.
How did you and Kevo get into it to begin with?
All right, so there is not even rumors. He's fucking Kevo's wife, Bandman Kevo's wife, ex-wife, 16ShotEm. We have interviews from her in this compilation reaction, as well as some messages. We'll get into it. Let's get into this.
He was cloud chasing off
Man,
Kevo.
shut up! I just said let the man talk.
What'd you say, Kevo?
Bro, suck my dick, bro.
Hey,
All right, so Flakko fucked up here because he's the one that started. He said, would you say Kevo? Because he was kind of like dick riding Kevo. So he called him Kevo. He said, suck my dick. He crossed the line first.
stop
bro.
playing before I smack the shit
Bro,
out you.
do it.
Fuck on. Hey, no. Watch out, we ain't doing that here. Anybody about to Watch out.
I'll beat the fuck out of you.
No, man.
Beat the fuck out you, boy. Motherfucker, put you on your own, boy. Stop playing with me, boy.
Fuck out of here, my nigga.
Watch out, man.
You think this shit all fun and games, boy?
All right, so we heard some of his speech. Let's get into the rest of it because I cut him off in the middle. He was speaking about the fight after the fight, 16ShotEm.
Spit on you. It's up to you to do something after that, bro. I don't gotta do nothing after I spit on you, nigga. Bro. Bro, I don't know about y'all, but if I spit on a nigga in his face, bro, and don't nothing happen to me after that, bro, my job done. I'm not finna be doing doing extra shit. Like, nah, bro, you showed me you ain't on shit. Bro.
Let me ask you this, right? And I ain't even trying to be on here. This is the let's down Flakko show.
Yeah, of course.
You feel me? Because I like you and I think you got a bright future, bro.
Yeah,
I think the way you do things is a little, you know what I'm saying?
A little edgy.
A little edgy. And I know the fans like this shit, bro, but I don't think the fans are concerned for your safety and they don't think that nothing can really happen. You just got into a situation that could have went left.
If AD wasn't here.
If I wasn't here,
Yeah.
it would have been different, right?
Yeah, right. For sure.
Now, a little perspective. Flakko is often called like a bootleg academics, like he was influenced by DJ Academics. So people think that he's copying Academics. This is like the words in the comment section. He is not a street nigga of any sort. He does this job. He speaks on podcasts. He covers hip hop. He covers the culture. He is not a hood nigga at all. He's not a street nigga. He's not down for no violence at all. He's calling the cops on you. So I don't like niggas like this when they try to get tough in situations where they know they ain't gonna do shit and they're gonna call the cops. But that's a little bit of perspective. So let's get into this.
Whoa. If I wasn't here, would the situation be different for you? Yes or no?
Yes.
Can we acknowledge that?
Yes.
Okay, Flakko. What I'm saying is, bro, me doing that and me having your back in that type of situation and making sure nothing happened to you, bro.
Of course.
This is not about to be a recurring thing, bro.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now, my thing is where do you think the end result of you doing these type of things?
Now, a lot of these niggas work for Adam 22 at No Jumper. They work doing multiple podcasts on the network. Flakko took advantage of AD's presence there. Let's keep it a stack. He took advantage of his presence. He knew that AD's not going to let him go down like that, and he has AD to handle shit if it goes left.
In this type of situation, what do you think the end result of this is? You
get
think everybody's just gonna be like, oh, he says what he says, and it's gonna be kumbaya? You're not afraid for your safety at all when it comes down to this now? You just seen how left it could have went, bro. And you was
wrong
shaking.
first, though.
No, but you was shaking the whole time, bro.
I was mad,
Your hands
yeah.
was shaking. Yeah, you was mad, bro. But the way for somebody, you say that you peaceful. You say that you don't like talking like street shit. You don't do that. That man,
it was a debate though.
Wait a minute, no, it's not a debate. In that corner, that man was about to walk away. You talking about nigga? I fuck.
Nah,
you said,
that's not true. He
you
was
didn't
like,
say you'll fuck him up.
He was walking towards me, talking. I'm
Not
talking
even,
back to him.
Not even just on that
Flakko,
corner.
Yeah, I'm talking back to him, bro.
Everybody had to push back, and you was sitting right there saying, "I beat your
If you wanted
ass."
to fight that
Damn,
man, Flakko,
Flakko, what's going on?
listen. We don't play that pussy shit.
Of course.
If you want to fight that man,
Yeah.
you should have fought that man if that's what you wanted to do. It couldn't be nobody to stop.
Now, Flakko did not want to fight him at all.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? I gotta get security. I want this man out of my sight right here. Get him out of here. He's got no place in here. Get rid of him, okay?
He wanted no smoke at all. He was saying that he was simply giving those retorts because he was talking shit to him. 16ShotEm was talking shit to him, wanting to smoke, so he was talking shit back. He didn't want to go out like a punk, but he is a punk. He's not going to do anything. Like, make that shit make sense. What the fuck?
If
And
you,
I
didn't
beat
want, if
your
you wanted
ass.
to fight that
Damn,
man, Flakko,
Flakko, what's going on?
listen, we don't play that pussy shit.
Of course.
If you want to fight that man,
Yeah.
you should have fought that man if that's what you wanted to do. It couldn't be nobody to stop you when it comes down to that, right?
I'm at work, bro.
No, you sit.
I'm at work.
It doesn't matter. If you tell somebody suck my dick and you going back and forth with somebody, I'll fuck you up. You can't beat me up one-on-one. You sitting there saying that, but you sitting down, bro. You did not want to fight that man.
I was told to sit down. What do you mean? Listen.
If somebody spit on you, can't nobody tell you to fucking sit down, bro.
If
Bro,
I really want to
if
get
somebody
cracking
spit on me, am I
there ain't
gonna sit
nobody
down?
that can hold me back.
What?
If somebody spit on me, is AD gonna sit down?
I spit on him back. I got my lick. I'm good. What the hell? What the hell?
Fair fight. You got your lit. You got your lit.
Yeah, I spit on him back. You feel me?
I give you.
The thing about Flakko that it confuses me and I'm a little perplexed because he doesn't usually stutter that often. But during the interview with 16ShotEm, he couldn't get the words out.
All the praise, because you did not turn nothing down. Flakko was not no, he was
listen,
not
right?
no hoe.
Yeah, I
Bro,
wouldn't
you-
turn shit down either if I was standing behind you.
Not.
You know how them bitches do on Love and Hip Hop when the
Come
security
on.
run up.
Come
Think
on.
it's two though. I think it's two though, right,
You
bro?
had a bodyguard.
Yo, this girl just compared him to the bitches on Love and Hip Hop.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Here, right?
You had a bodyguard.
It's past that too, right, bro? Listen, once you like spit on me, right? It's
If
like
it was
it's also
past that,
Philly's
you would have
gone.
hopped on this table.
How though?
Why you didn't show us that then?
What?
You didn't show us that. That
I'm
shit
at
you
work.
talking right now.
So
But you
is it
spit on
past
niggas.
that?
So if you're
or-
at work, why you antagonizing somebody?
I ain't antagonize nobody, bro.
Why you didn't show us that?
Why you
gangster shit
telling him you
talking
can't?
about?
I'll fuck you up.
And he was saying that shit to me, and I was talking back like, "Why he did? What the
That
hell?"
man was so
I'm human,
calm.
you feel
Bro,
me?
that man's about to walk out here. You said watch.
Nah,
he
that's
said
nah,
watch
that's
what?
nah, bro. That's cap. He was talking about like,
Bro, the
Niggas
whole
love me in
staff,
LA.
the whole staff will
Bro.
tell you exactly that you did that, bro.
Yeah, I
That
walked
means-
in. Everybody was mad at you, bro.
Everybody that
When I
worked in
walked
No
in, everybody
Jumper
was mad
heard
at
you
you.
say that. You said that man was leaving. He was apologizing. He said, "Man, I ain't even gonna come over
Nah,
here and do all
that's
that."
cap.
You said, "Watch this." He said,
Nah,
"Watch
that's cap.
what?
I got
Watch
faith in
what?"
you, Flakko.
Flakko,
Nah, bro.
your ego is
That
so
man stated,
big.
right? That man
Flakko,
stated though, right?
Your ego is so big.
I got
and
niggas
so
who love
loud
me in
that you
LA.
couldn't
It
even
was
hear.
actually like talking shit back to me. The hell?
Flakko, what does watch
I-
this mean? That came
I
out
said-
your mouth,
When
right?
you
What?
said watch, what were you referring
What does that
to?
mean?
What were you insinuating?
I don't even fucking, bro. Listen, right, bro.
Yo, the funniest thing is, you know he doesn't know what the fuck he was saying when he was saying it. He was just talking back. He was just talking greasy. He's like, fuck this nigga's talking shit to me. I'm going to talk my shit. I'm going to get my shit off. So he was just trying to talk tough, and he had no actual plan of what the fuck he was saying.
Why you telling the street
Plan
nigga
talk.
watch? What does that mean?
It was a back and forth. I can't even tell you like exactly right
So
like
you
what the
just-
context
right
was.
now,
I'm back and forth with niggas,
so
man.
while we're looking back in retrospect, when you said watch,
I'm
what were
confused.
you saying?
I don't even know, right? Like
You were just
exactly what-
running off
was
at the
mad?
mouth.
It was an exchange back and forth, right? Listen, right?
Watch what?
They're making this scene, right? Like this guy, right? Was like, yo, I'm sorry, guys. Bye. No, that
Flakko,
dude was
your
barking
ego
back.
is so big that you didn't even hear what he was saying.
Let me ask you a
did.
question. Let me ask you. So when you said watch, what did you mean? Watch what?
Bro, I don't even know, right?
His
Right?
fist was balled up. He said, "Watch."
He
Okay,
said, "Watch."
Okay, watch.
He was walking towards him
That's
trying to
what nigga
fight.
said.
He was picking up the stuff off the
No,
couch.
bro. Listen,
Bro, if he wanted to fight you, they could
I
have
was-
jumped you. We was outnumbered anyway.
All AD had to do was move out the way,
right?
Yeah, basically.
and it was over for you.
If I was,
Ruga said, "AD, we ain't even on that."
he said that.
And he asked me, right? And do you want the one?
Yeah, I did ask him that.
I'm thinking, right? Listen, right?
But
Just elevate, feel me? Right, like-
but in that situation,
Yeah.
some people ain't about to give you the one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
But I asked them that, and I can say is that you didn't back down. But I don't think that you are worried about ramifications what happen after you keep doing shit like this. So the
It's not wrong, though.
the Flakko that I know, I thought you was gonna come on here and you be like, you know what? I'm a civilian. I'm a journalist. I ain't come here for no street shit. And guess what? I had your back 100%.
What you was acting like
but
was
when
a
you sit
gang
there,
member.
when you sit there saying I'll fuck you up,
Yeah.
I'll fuck you up. You can't beat me up.
Wait,
Watch this and all that.
Wait,
That's
nah,
Flakko.
nah, bro.
You
Wait,
were acting like a gang
nah,
member.
bro. Wait.
You wasn't acting
Nah,
like the Flakko I know.
wait.
Damn, Flakko.
So when you
Nah,
talk
that's
like
cap.
when you talk.
All right, so as a journalist, as somebody that's in commentary, he should know that there's a different type of decorum that you should have while interviewing somebody. There's a grace that you should allow while interviewing somebody face to face. And he was talking like a nigga that's recording a random random video in his basement where a nigga's not in front of him or something. Like, I don't know. This wasn't up to the standard of what should have been on a No Jumper podcast, that interview. We're going to get into it shortly, but we have a lot of backstory to get into prior to that, right after this. So let's get into it.
Talking like that,
Yeah.
you got to stand on that shit, bro.
After you spit on me, bro, it's like, bro, it's all gloves
You
off.
told that
So
man
if
suck
all
your
gloves
dick.
off, then you being an employee does
what it said, man.
not matter.
Yeah, you
If
confusing
all
me.
gloves is off,
You
then you
confusing me,
being an
man.
employee does not hold any weight.
Now that's facts. What she's saying is absolute facts. Because if it's all gloves off, but it was all gloves off when you said suck my dick. You initiated it first. So if it's all gloves off, you're representing the brand of No Jumper. Van Lathan called in to Adam 22 on his live show and said he recommended that he likes Flakko, but he recommended that, or he suggested that maybe he should fire him for what he... Did he do that, or is that fucking clickbait? Like, I listened to that, but did he actually say that? I remember that being in the title, but I don't remember him actually saying he should possibly fire him. But it was not a good look for the brand. This is the type of shit you do when you own your own shit, and you have to deal with all the ramifications.
Because all
spit on me
gloves
immediately,
is
right?
off.
Either it's up or it's not. Is it up or it's
Because it
not?
sounds
up?
down.
Is it up?
I'm trying to pick
What?
up what you putting down, but it's
You
heavy.
told a
and I
nigga
can't
watch. Is
pick
it up? Is it up with him?
No, bro, right, listen, right now. Yo, listen, right, listen.
So why do it if you're not that type of
Wait.
guy?
Is it
Bro,
up or no?
Y'all
the right-
didn't shake it up. Y'all
Is it
didn't
up?
shake.
What?
Y'all didn't fight.
No, bro.
He spit on you. Is it up?
I spit on him back, right?
Is it up?
What?
Is it
Okay,
up?
You
what?
said watch.
You said
No.
watch.
You said
Bruh.
watch like you had that man address,
Bruh.
his girlfriend address,
I'm telling you guys,
his
right?
mama
Listen, right?
address. You
I'm
know,
telling
like
you
know
guys,
what school
right?
his kids go to.
Yeah.
You said watch.
I can't even like recall like right.
That man was walking away. So he apologized.
Flakko, it sounded
So
to me like
you calling me a liar? The guy that saved you.
It sounded to me like you blacked
You
out,
calling your
bro.
bodyguard a
How?
liar?
He did
Like
black
you
out.
blacked
He did
out.
black out.
Bro, that's
You got like
Bro,
issues
that was
like
Flakko.
when
He
you
was
get mad, you
West
black
He was
Side
out.
walking to me
bad
though,
boy
right?
killer. You know the deal. I was
Yo.
like, fuck.
Hey, he was
Fuck.
gonna say first off, fuck your bitch in the clique you claim.
With them sandals on.
Wait.
With them sandals on. Tripping.
Yo, Punk, question for you, right?
What's up, bro?
If somebody spit on you, right?
Slapping the shit out that nigga.
Facts.
Right?
Slapping the shit out that nigga.
Now listen, I spit back, right?
Yeah.
And bro said he got up by trying to fight, right? Cool. Listen, bro.
So when he got
At
up trying
that
to
point,
fight,
right? I'm like, bro, listen up, bro. You listen.
Well, no,
It's
you
whatever, right?
invited him. You
No.
told him to come slap the shit out of you. You invited him to
No,
you,
That nigga
bro.
Josh said,
Flakko,
yeah.
We had the 9:05. All right, 9:05. That's the timestamp.
Oh, stop.
That's exactly what
I think
happened.
you're a couch
It's
chaser.
like you dick riding the game.
No, right.
all right,
bro,
look. We're gonna do this. All right, let's get into the meat and potatoes of it. How did you and Kevo get into it to begin with?
He was couch chasing off
Man,
Kevo.
shut up! I just said let the man talk.
What'd you say, Kevo?
Bro, suck my dick, bro. That's a.
Hey, stop
bro.
playing before I smack the
bro,
shit out you.
do it.
Fuck on with you.
Hey, no. Watch out, we ain't doing that here. Anybody about to
All right, so let's get back into it. You see how it started? He started it. Can't cry victim or anything like he.
You invited him to
Nah,
your
bro.
side
Hey,
of the
Josh
table.
said, yeah.
How?
You
right?
invited him. You
No.
told him to come slap the shit out of you.
I,
You invited him to
No,
That
you,
nigga
bro.
Josh said,
Flakko,
yeah.
you invited him to
Nah,
your
bro.
side
Hey,
of the
Josh
table.
said, yeah.
how?
He was just gonna spit on you. Now is it? You invited him to
How
your
the-
side
wait,
of the
wait,
table.
wait, how?
Because you said, "Do it."
You got your fucking your
Yeah, so this is another podcast. This is Adam22 speaking on it in this clip. Let me get into some of the comments. Shout out to the comment section. Maintenance says salute to you. The boy stuttering like fresh. Yeah, when he was in that interview, he was stuttering like a motherfucker. TG says that girl with the pink glasses is weird though. Where does No Jumper get these people? All right, I seen the live stream. I didn't see much of her, so I don't know much of her, but I seen her super drunk on a live stream laughing like a fucking. Let's get back into it.
new host here, man.
Oh my god.
Let's talk about this
crazy,
custard.
man.
So, all right.
Squeak on it.
Let me
Squeak on
squeak
it.
on this for you guys. So, Flakko recently did an episode where he talked he talked to Bandman Kevo's manager on the phone, and they got into a bunch of dirt about 16ShotEm. 16ShotEm hits me up right away, says,
All right, so right after this, we're going to get into the backstory and the dirt that 16ShotEm, the interviews that 16ShotEm was doing that sparked Flakko to get into his protective mode. I don't know what the fuck that was. I don't know why he was riding for him so hard, but Flakko started off as an academics fresh and fit fan, so I don't know if he was a fan. I don't know what that was, but let's get back into it.
they lying on my name. Like he wasn't like totally pissed about me having somebody on the platform talking so reckless about him, but he definitely wanted to say his piece. So I said, okay, can I get you on a podcast with Flakko? He said, I feel like he was a little bit cautious about it because this is the exact dude who had just been shitting on him, but he says, okay,
so you
I'll
set
do
this
it.
up.
Now, my schedule, I'm only in town for a couple of days, so I had to be like, all right, are you down to do it with somebody else? I was thinking about asking T-Rail. T-Rail's in Texas. I'm like, maybe I'll hit AD up. Let's see if AD... And it's not that I was looking for somebody to be like security in the room, which I had heard discussed that like AD was there as security. That's not... It never even crossed my mind that anything violent could happen in this situation. I just thought,
oh really?
If AD is there, then maybe he'll be able to at least moderate the conversation and
was a good moderator.
hopefully keep them from just getting too far left out of pocket in the argument.
Adam, you knew why you brought AD there. You knew it could have possibly went left, and you needed some insurance. Let's be real, man.
He was doing a good job at it for the whole hour.
He was doing a lot because there was a lot of reining in to do on Flakko because he was so fucking out of control. I feel like as a podcast host, if you are going to sit down with someone and do an interview with them, it's kind of like expected. It's kind of your duty to show them a certain amount of respect.
Yep.
I think coming out the gate with the name calling and the just super aggressive shit was
He didn't
just,
even introduce him yet.
he didn't have like a
Started it
seed
off.
of like, oh, cool, we're on the. I've never seen somebody, honestly, I've watched so many contentious podcasts where people have blatantly been talking shit about each other, and then they get into the same room together, and all of a sudden, it's a lot less aggressive. It's like they go into it with good faith to try to get to the bottom of the issue.
Exactly.
It did not really feel like a good faith endeavor. On
Not at
Flacco's
all.
part. He's calling him a clout chaser and a fraud over and over and over. I think Flakko crossed the line. He said, suck my dick. Like, you can't say that kind of shit to a street dude like 16 and expect him to not do something. Now, normally in any given situation, if we had somebody on the podcast and they spit in the host's face, it would be like, we're never going to fuck with you again. I don't like you. You're a piece of shit, whatever. I don't feel that way at all about 16. I think Flakko was kind of asking for it in that situation. If anything, I feel like, him spitting in his face was probably kind of nice compared to like just clocking him in the jaw, which is what I feel like a lot of other people would do. So yeah, it was intense.
That's kind of low key shitting on 16ShotEm at the same time because he didn't actually do anything, and he said that's what I think a lot of people would have done. So a lot of people.
I think Flakko, if he's gonna do another episode like that, it can't be that negative out the gate. It can't be, and it felt like it just wasn't even really making a lot of sense.
No.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the
Now, hearing Adam talk, hearing Adam speak on this podcast, it doesn't seem like Flacco's getting fired. Let's get into it, though.
stuff he was saying where he was just really railing against 16 for interviewing this dude who ended up calling Bandman Kevo a snitch, right? This guy's like on his case. To me, that's enough of a reason for you to be able to have a fair perspective on him, right? Flakko just keeps saying this guy's got 10,000 followers, yada, yada. It just keeps calling him a nobody over and over. I'm like, what is the point of pointing that out over and over? That doesn't invalidate his entire perspective.
Now, he said 10,000 followers or whatever.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
This nigga has over 120,000 subs. He has well over 100,000 subs. He has a lot of interviews on his page. He does thousands of views. He has his own platform. Flacco's an employee. He should not say anything about clout chasing. You interview people to get stories. We don't know. Sometimes they don't know if they're fully credible, but you do the research anyway as a journalist. So Vlad once interviewed somebody that said they were in the back of the car with 50 when he got shot. Said he was someone that knew Ja Rule or somebody in Murder Inc. Found out after that he knew nobody. And he was just a complete fraud. But he did the interview because you got to do the work sometimes.
It was just a guy who didn't even fucking know Bandman Kevo, and 16 gave him an interview to talk shit about him. That I could see being a problem. That doesn't make a lot of sense. If you're going to put somebody on a platform to talk shit about somebody else like that, they need to be coming from some position of authority, right?
Okay.
They need to have been around them or had something to do with them. It sounds like he fit that criteria. And
Hey, yo, what?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yo, nigga, why would you even say that in the comment section? The fuck?
Flakko just wasn't trying to hear it at all.
And Flakko was kind of acting like it was anything different than what we do here.
Yeah, right?
Like, that's exactly what we all do.
Or what he does. He fucking does these stories talking about people that nobody ever even fucking heard of.
The shit was so crazy. And, since day one, since he got here, all I've ever tried to do was like, hey, bro, like, I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but you know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing bad to happen to you.
You've been doing a good job at that, AD,
Bro,
honestly.
but I've been telling them, fans been hitting me up. You trying to control Flakko? He's not afraid to talk of this. And I'm like,
yeah, all right,
y'all really don't understand like what can really happen in certain situations. And then yesterday, you know what I'm saying? I seen a totally different person than I know. Like if Flakko came on here and he was just wanting to speak his opinion, you know what I'm saying? Then it's cool. I'm not gonna be mad. I ain't gonna let nobody like beat you up because you sitting there is giving your opinion. But my nigga, you was that nigga turned to a whole nother individual.
If we just wanted content and we were perfectly happy to see him just crash out, then we would be encouraging stuff like what he did yesterday.
Yeah.
I think yesterday we're lucky that we have such a good relationship with 16ShotEm that he's not going to hold it against the brand. But a lot of people would not be so kind.
Yeah.
That tone that he took with him. if he would have had a similar situation with like, you know, a friend or a person who had beef, like I could think of all kinds of people in LA that if you had had that kind of conversation with them, they would have beat your ass. Like they wouldn't have waited an hour either. Like I think 16 showed very good restraint.
Oh man,
Spit was cool.
I was impressed by him, honestly.
Spit is the worst. And bro, his
Okay, so he's not downplaying his presence. Okay, I thought he was kind of low key at first, but
homies got up, bro. Like, and honestly, they were supposed to beat the dog shit out of Flakko. They supposed to fire on me too for jumping in the way with him. Like, you know what I mean? And the whole thing is that after the shit happened, we go on a Monday show. Everybody's acting like we hating. They like, hey, niggas hitting me up. AD, you hating on Flakko? You afraid he's going to get more popular than you? You this and this and this and that. And then they see the interview now. Everybody's like, oh, you guys was you woo. I'm like, man, you know what? I jumped in front of that man. You feel me?
Yeah.
I didn't have to do that shit.
You did do that. You
know
put him behind you.
Bro, I literally put him behind me. And bro, that nigga 16 apologized. He was like, man, I didn't mean to do this shit. He was on his way out. Flakko was like, watch, nigga. Watch, just watch. He comes back like, what you mean watch? Like, what did you want? So now, since that happened,
it's like, to put it into perspective, 16 sitting right here, Flakko sitting right here, AD's in the Adam 22's chair. So when that shit happens, he pushes his chair back and jumps in front of him. So he like really saved his ass there.
Everybody saying, oh, yeah, I want Flakko to talk. I want him to do whatever. AD is washing his hands. Do not ask me to moderate with that nigga no more. You feel me?
That's fair.
You taking a stance.
I'm out. If you want to say something, I'm not going to warn that nigga no more. I'm not going to put a muzzle on him.
Yeah.
Nigga, if whatever he do is on him. If somebody running this motherfucker and crack his helmet, I'm gonna sit there and watch.
Feel like I tried to.
I'm not.
Like it did to Twisty.
I'm not.
Oh my god.
But I'm not doing it no more, bro. Because even if, like, let's say, bro, like, if I didn't help him in the situation, niggas would be like, AD, you wrong for.
You're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
That's what I'm saying. So now
the crazy thing about it is that normally when you get a person on the channel, they're a little reserved. They haven't been on camera that much, etc. So it's like you kind of have to encourage them to get out of their shell. Like with certain people, you're kind of pushing them, like have more of an opinion, have more of a take.
Yeah.
With him, it's a total opposite. And I've never really had this problem before where his takes are already so extreme that you find yourself having to kind of reel him back in. And like, for instance, I don't want to say who, but you guys were talking on the Monday show about a certain magazine cover and a certain editor from the magazine. And he tells me right away about what he's planning on saying about her as a white woman in the hip hop industry. And I told him, and luckily he took my advice, and I didn't hear him really saying any of this shit on the Monday show, but I was like, don't make it personal with people in the fucking media world unless you have something really fucking good to go on. Because if you're a woman who works at a media company in hip hop, realistically, as a magazine person or whatever, and someone who's not asking for fucking thanks, I mean, you don't see her contribution of working on this legendary hip hop magazine. And yes, they might not be in the dominant position that they always were, but I was like, bro, do not fucking make it a personal attack with her. It's not. There's not a reason for you to do this. Like, you have to pick your battles wisely. And the shit that he was popping with 16 was just way over the top.
Didn't he tell that nigga, I can press charges on you? I'm like, what?
Yeah, you can't. How are you gonna mix that with also?
God damn! How do you do that?
This is what I'm talking about. How do you act tough? Say I'll beat this nigga's ass. Talk about watch this. You shoot the fair one. But then you say you're gonna call cops. This is that Kwame Brown shit.
Also saying like I'm gonna beat your ass.
Beat your ass.
Dude, and honestly,
I beat your ass, then press charges, nigga. What's up?
That's messy.
You know what I have to say about what AD had just said? Like, I feel like a lot of people, including me, originally I only saw the end of it, right? And you can come to your own conclusions, whatever it is that watching the end of it. Today I watched the full interview because it dropped today.
I watched the full thing.
And dude, if you watch the full interview, you can tell that 16ShotEm got to this point where he's like, he didn't say it, but he was like in his brain, he was like, agree to disagree.
I didn't know
not
he
gonna say
kept
anything
all
anymore.
this in
Flakko
this.
kept, like you're saying, kept going with that narrative of like, cloud chaser.
What I seen in his phone, what I seen in his phone was not like nothing that I didn't even want to throw Flakko under the bus. You feel me? So when I was looking at the shit, I'm like, all right, like you ain't making a good case right now.
But look,
you know what I mean? I'm gonna try to move the situation somewhere else.
Yeah.
But look, Flakko's whole point was saying that when he was texting who he was texting, that he said 16 spot him. instead of 16ShotEm, and that's why the person was like, "Who?"
No, he said that.
That's not what he said.
No, the context of it was the streets and people been telling him about 16, right?
Yeah, and then he said that he hit.
The nigga,
You're gonna see this in the
that hit
interview.
him, Flakko hit the nigga up and was giving him information on 16 out of nowhere. And I'm reading the shit. That's why I asked. I was like, bro, you calling me a liar? I'm reading him telling shit about 16 that he knew nothing about. And the niggas responded back like, who is this? Oh, I see. I follow him.
And
then
he keeps saying pedophile to 16, and then 16 like explains his situation, which I think he had already explained on the interview and stuff. And it's like, I mean, why even start out with the fucking accusation? Like, that is so extreme to be going there with it that that doesn't.
All right, so Adam needs to understand something, that this is your platform. These are the people that you employ. So keeping him on your staff, you're kind of co-signing the shit, and you have to get him in line because you can't be doing that wild shit on your brand. You're going to be held liable for his fuckery.
Have anything to fucking do with the situation that we're talking about in this situation.
Now, I'm not campaigning for niggas to get fired. I'm not trying to make people lose their fucking jobs out here. But at the end of the day, you have to be cognizant of these things.
Either, right? Like, I don't know. I definitely wasn't stoked on Flakko's. Like he made some very viral content. Okay,
Oh, yeah, for
good.
sure.
That's
Hands
good.
down.
Super viral.
Hats off to you for that. It could have been viral without having to be that aggressive. And
All right, so here's a little backstory. So this is messages from, who is this? This is Bandman Kevo's wife and the whole 16ShotEm. Before I get into that, though, too much backstory without actually covering. Hold on. We got to cover something else. We got to get into the start of this interview to see what his gripes with him is before we get into a little bit of the backstory to get some proper context. I don't even need to go to the beginning. I think there's one part right here. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me, y'all.
A lot of higher up celebrity niggas, they get
all
lipo
though?
on
They
shit.
are. I know that.
They do that.
Now
who all saying it though?
This another quality of a rat. He get exposed for that shit. Now he want to tell on other people. Oh, other rappers getting it. Like that's what rats do, bro. You get under pressure, you get to throwing names out.
So
now you trying to make it look cool.
Wait.
Now you trying to act.
Right?
Now he trying to change the narrative. He paid Shade Room, had them post them, and make it look like
it's back to the rat stuff, though, right?
That's what I'm doing.
You see that, right? It's back to like the rat stuff, though, right? You keep on like alluding to it. Now, like, what proof do you have that Kevin's a rat, though?
I didn't say it's them. I'm saying what I believe. I can say what I believe.
And like, he believes you're a pedophile, and that's cool, right?
I just prove I ain't. When we go to the website, prove you not a
Show
rat.
him on the website.
Prove you not a rat, bro. It's so simple. Print your paper. You only got to print it. Have him come on here and go online. I know y'all got computers back there. You can show that
proof
shit.
that they have to
click the link.
The question is though, right, bro? Computers. No, listen, right?
No, that's why I want y'all.
All right. So he's calling Bandman Kevo a rat. Flakko standing up for it. We're going to get back into that, but let's get into the interview with Bandman Kevo's wife and 16ShotEm. He had his wife on the platform. Word is that he's fucking his wife. Hold on. Prior to that, a little perspective real quick.
Go for their numbers. Like, but
we need a little more insight
I
here.
ain't tripping. I want the real ass titty. Oh.
Because I'm not just going to say this is the word. I want to let y'all hear where the word
Video
comes
got
from.
500,000 views, so I want to go ahead and speak out about this. Kevo's my guy, but I can't be biased. I got to ask you.
16.
You know, 16ShotEm and his wife. They're seeing each other now after a difference. But you said in your video that Dime is the one that took the L, not Bandman Kevo.
How could Kevo take the L? He's Kevo. Like, he got a million bitches that's 50 times badder than her. But that always don't mean nothing, you know. I'm big on loyalty and real shit.
I'm going to keep it a stack. That literally means nothing. You can have all the bad bitches in the world while you're cheating on your wife, but if your wife is cheating on you, publicly fucking another nigga, you're holding that L. Either you can't spin it off. You just got to hug that L. It is what it is.
Go fuck a million bad hoes.
Like, that's not one of your bad hoes that you have. That's your wife. That's who you give the title of your last name, who you're building with. You gave her a ring. Like that's the foundation. Like you're gonna, that's the main one. So all the other side chicks, but he's fucking your wife. You're gonna have to hold the L. It's not the end of the world. Don't delete yourself over it, but understand that it's an L.
Gang. But them bitches might not be shit. 50 other niggas doing the same shit to them. You feel me? I want the real bitch. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. I want the real ass titty. All that regular. I ain't tripping on no stretch marks or none of that. I'm a real street nigga on gang. I like my bitches. You know what I'm saying? I ain't. But Don lost. You lost the bag. But the situation, like I said, like you went to 16. Like I told 16, gang. Like I could call both of them niggas right now. Both of their numbers. She's hurt, so she's doing anything. Everything that's out of spite. It's not gonna be real. She's searching. She's looking for love. She's hurt. That's her husband. And he, you know what I'm saying? But like bro said, nigga, I'm willing to put her ass in a spot in Texas some motherfucking well, all the shit I was doing for you, all type of shit. And she gotta understand, niggas do shit. I'm gonna put you to the test. You know what I'm saying? For real, niggas do that. But you know, I'll put a bitch to the test soon I meet her. Hit you, walk out the room and let one of the homies walk in there. I'm gonna see what's gonna happen. I'm gonna know how to judge it. If she, get up out of here.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I'm like, that test shit while you're married, you didn't think to do that shit prior, but...
A bitch might, oh, you friendly ass bitch, well, I'm gonna cuff you. What the fuck? No. But Cabo did what he did, gang, to test. Now, how could I trust your loyalty? You know what I'm saying? You ran to another nigga, but she hurt too, so you can't get... It's like, oh, that situation is weird, gang. But I told 16, don't cuff her. I would have just fucked her. I'm not cuffing her. What the fuck? No, that's like catching a stray dog outside. Like, motherfucker you're not on nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now I can rebuild you. You hurt. Now I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. Then it's going, no, I was just hurt at the moment. It's not real. You hurt. You doing anything. She probably go fuck Cabo daddy to make him mad right now. For real. That shit that motherfuckers do, gang. Broken heart, real, gang. You see niggas killing over pussy, man. This shit real, man. Bitches killing niggas and all that, man. But that situation is crazy, man. Cabo doing his one too, man. He can't, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
She fucked it. He just bought Kodak a fucking action figure toy.
That's great, but let's get into all the shit Bandman Kevo's wife is releasing. And all the shit that she's putting on 16ShotEm's platform, which probably made Flakko jump to the offense in the first place. Let's get into it. We got these look like Facebook.
I don't got nothing to do with the YouTube. I told you about the YouTube. When you signed that contract or whatever, everything that got to do with Dime, they say that they're gonna take down. So as far as like the like YouTube, the TikTok and all that, they're working on that right now. So just letting you know. So your best bet is, if I was you, just probably just change the name type shit so it won't be connected to me type shit. You know what I mean? Then like it won't merge into what I got going on. And you see how like you just text me like, man, saying something like, well, I'm gonna do this and do that. And you don't see me texting you saying I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that to you, which you know I can make up any type of finesse on anything, any platform and make you look the worst. And just say anything, period. You know what I mean? So like, why would you feel me? Try to finesse like you. That would let you know that you're more mad, because I'm not even mad at you, even if you moved on. Like, you know I don't care. Your best bet is to just make a new name or whatever, you know what I mean? Remove your name from the Dime thing, and then just probably, make a new channel or something. Just start over. Like, why would you still want to be a part of somebody who you just hate so much, you feel me? So if you hate me so much and you want to get away from me, why would you still want to use your name knowing that you connected? So that means you're just doing everything just because you're mad. You know what I mean? And clearly I'm not even mad at you. Even when people calling me like, yeah, Dime saying she do this, she got the baby doing that, and da da da. I don't even care. So that just shows you, like, why would you be mad at me? You know what I mean?
Hey, what is all this? Whoa, 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 whoa. What? But wait, hold on.
Hey y'all, I just
Hold
wanted to
on.
come on here.
What the fuck?
God damn.
Hold on, y'all. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who is this?
Hey y'all, I just wanted to come on here with some receipts because at this point it's getting too deep.
Hold on, y'all. Whose father was what the fuck was this?
I don't even care. So that just shows you, like, why would you be mad at me? You know what I mean?
We'll see who knows how to work this internet better. You kill whatever the fuck that said real quick. Whatever. Okay. Hold on. This is what we gotta read. Why everybody want you to go back to the bottom, start new, pay attention. I never said y'all was in the way. I just said I wanted what? That's the name. Whatever the name is, to be something. If Kevo ever needed money, I can ask Damon. I'm just gonna say I don't know how to pronounce the fucking name. Whatever. When holidays came, I can receive. But Damon is always worried about having a friend Instagram and the wrong stuff. But have a blessed day. I'm about to go to gym. Hopefully we can work on being better parents to the kids. I know we're not on good terms right now, but I always remembered what you've done and want you to win. Never want to see you fall. Is that fall or fail? This shit is fucking blurry. I had a kid with you because I wanted to always be able to help you and support you for what you did. Use it in the right way and be smart. Life don't give too many chances. We need another O on that too. It don't, for real. I don't know what's going on with your crib, but if you need something or if you need somewhere, let me know. Y'all can come over today. Great. That's from, hold on. That was from Kev. This is Kev 1. Nigga, I'm fucking struggling in this
make a
bitch.
new channel or
Hold on, y'all. Yeah, that's from Kev 1. This is his messages. And who the fuck is this? Dime Dad. Oh. Yikes. Dime Dad and her mom let her get touched by this man. Her whole life she's been destroyed. Dancing since 17. Strip clubs like KOD in Chicago. Everything that's going on in her life now is all from her past. She is a robot. She don't think herself, needs guidance all the time. It's like a kid in a grown body. Yikes. So this is what Batman Kevo put out? Who put this out? What the fuck?
Hey y'all, I just wanted to come on here with some receipts because at this point it's getting too deep. I'm now receiving death threats from my baby dad.
It's money on your head. A little whatever, move with precautions.
My child's father, my husband, my whole husband. So if anything happened to me, God forbid, y'all know exactly where it came from. And it ain't even me to be messy or clout chase or nothing like that. Because honestly, y'all, this video, I'm not even finna monetize this video. Because this is how much I want y'all to feel where I'm coming from, bro. It's just a simple fact that I literally have kept my mouth shut about a lot of things. A whole lot of things. And at this
Now I'm going to tell y'all from now, because she said the no monetization. That reminded me. None of this shit's monetized. From that first spit, this shit is not monetized. This is off the strength.
Point, it's like I can't even do that no more because I realized that keeping my mouth shut just allows people to create false narratives on me and run with it because I won't open my mouth and just tell my truth. I just really want y'all to know what I was dealing with, and this ain't even half of what I was dealing with, but at the end of the day, like, my husband, and I'm gonna say my husband not because I want to be married to him, but because that is what legally is documented. Like, we are legally married. So I'm not gonna come on here and tell y'all the lie. So my husband basically he used basically my childhood trauma that happened to me in my past, something that happened to me when I was a 6-year-old little girl for years, something that I couldn't even control. Like, I really confided in this man because I thought I loved him because he convinced me that I was in love with him. I never was in love with this man. And just basically use all my weaknesses to, like, act like he was building me up, but whole time he was really tearing me down. I mean,
Stop it. Get some help.
Now, that's not to her. That's to Batman Kevo. Because that's your wife. You put out her traumas because she didn't want to be with you, or she was... Hold on. I got to get some more backstory
this
here.
man had kicked me and my kids out. Not just my daughter, who's not by him, but also Chicago, our son that we shared together. So not only was it me and my child in a hotel, he had his son that he loves so much and would do anything for, that he claims on the internet, in a hotel as well. All this man really do is mind control people and prey on who he feels is the weak. Like, that gives him power. That makes him feel so powerful. Like, the man is just so, like, he ain't right. That's all I'm gonna say. He ain't right. And he had us put out for like months. Ben told me he ain't want me no more, even though he would like still be trying to deal with me, but still tell me he don't want me. Okay, you know, you playing back and forth with me. Okay, cool. I finally reached my breaking point. I'm tired of the mental abuse. I'm tired of you belittling me. I'm tired of you making me feel like I'm not good enough. Boom, I bump into 16. Wow, okay, I found a dude who makes me feel like I'm good enough. A dude who make me feel like I'm worth it. Like, even though I'm not even trying to say like me and 16 is an actual couple or nothing like that, but I do rock with him. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, this man, like, he's super genuine. Like, I honestly feel like even if we didn't end up to be like a couple, like, we will always be some super cool friends, because one thing y'all don't understand is that Kevo had my head so messed up, bro. Like, that mind control that he had over me was so messed up, and I don't even feel ashamed of it, because I realized that he mind controlling a lot of people, a lot of his fans that's on the internet, basically. I mean, between my sister Trina, my dad, and then 16, like, it took all three of them to like really undo the weird thoughts that Kevo them programmed in my dang head, like he do to all his fans. Not that I'm a fan, but shoot, he was doing the same mind control on me that he was doing to y'all. And then when it got out that I wasn't really up, like he was trying to act like I was to the internet, now he tried to flip the script like, oh, it was Diane's fault. She never wanted to do nothing with her life. Like, boy, hold on, what are you talking about? Because for real, if y'all want to be honest, like, before I met Kevo, I was okay. Like, I knew how to get to some type of legal money. Like, I was fine. I knew how to handle my own. I really honestly feel like Kevo needed me more than I needed him. I mean, I literally had to turn off my comments just because this man trying to find any little information that he feels like is accurate on me and pay like for thousands of bots just to post it in my comment section. Like, even addresses and locations that he thought
Now, to keep it a stack, I don't give a fuck what happened in their relationship. I don't care about the dynamic of their relationship. I don't care about none of that shit. What he did, posting her traumas, this you know, sex offender who touched her as a child and put that out there for the world, that was foul. That was foul as fuck. So
I was at, he tried to like pay for like 1,000 bots just to post that. I mean, he really gonna post the address that he felt like was accurate where his son is at, y'all. Like, just let that sink in. As y'all can see, it's not because I done did something to him prior to this. The only reason why he doing all this, y'all, is literally because I chose to move on to 16. He wanted, if I wasn't gonna be with him, he wanted me to fail in life, end up with somebody I was unhappy with. He wanted me to come running back to him crying and proving his point that he was the best that it was gonna ever get out here. I mean, this man had this much time on his hands to try to like break me down and tear me down, even when I'm not dealing with him no more. You gonna make a fake page trying to expose my childhood, bro? Like some stuff that I couldn't even control? Like, let that sink in, y'all. I just really needed to shed light on this.
What? God damn it. All right, so I can't take that for face value. That wasn't his page. That's why it was crossed out. I was like, whose page is that when I was looking over it for the first time? It was a fake page, so I don't know how many people know that about her, but with the ongoing war going on, it kind of leads to, it looks like it's him, but I can't confirm that for sure, so I don't know. Let's just get into this.
It's because at this point, you doing all this, but you done stooped so low as to send me a death threat, your child's mother. Like, come on now, bro. And it ain't even because I did some shicey stuff. It's literally because I chose to move on to 16 because you told me to leave. You told me to move on with my life. And then I move on, and now it's an issue because it's not the dude you wanted me to move on to. Who, like, it's, y'all, like I said, I'm not no street girl, y'all. I'm not finna take no death threat lightly. That's why I'm putting this online, because God forbid this man is actually serious about this death threat. And like I said, I'm not taking it lightly. Like, I honestly don't know, like, if I can trust this man. That's why I'm putting it online. If something happens to me, y'all know exactly who it came from. It was Kevo. So if you let somebody do something to me, bro, and you done put some money on my head for real, because like I'm pretty sure you do got enough money to do that.
I'm going to keep it a stack from this text message. We don't know that. The public doesn't know that. I'm not going to, no. I don't know that for sure. This is not the type of message you want to get. I get it. As a young lady, you don't want to see this type of message, but I can't. No, that's not news. I'm not stamping that as fact. That's hearsay right now.
You going to jail.
So what was his purpose of like telling you he fucked Kayla, or even making it be known to the public, like in the state cheese?
Now, this is Bandman Kevo's wife or ex-wife. This was the girl that was just speaking, and this is her interview with 16ShotEm. Who's currently fucking.
You think that was to like turn y'all against each other?
Yeah, honestly, it was definitely that or whatever. Cause honestly, Kevo, he the type, he always looking for a way for some clout. So it's like once it was Kayla, cause it could have been my sister, right? Like say if it was my sister, I could have called my sister and she'd been like, girl, go.
Hold on, that's the same voice?
Act like he was building me up, but whole time he was really tearing me down.
Oh yeah, it is.
That's sinking, y'all. I just really need to, because God forbid, it was the fact that it was Kayla Nicole. She got millions of followers. Let that would have been my sister. Hold on, like, girl, go live, right? Yeah. It was the fact that it was Kayla Nicole. So now it's like, okay, now we see an opportunity. Let's paint the narrative. Ooh, Kayla got a lot of clout. She got millions of followers. Let that would have been my sister. They would have never tried to bring light to my sister. You know what I'm saying? And be like, oh yeah, the sister. Kevin would have never went on Say Cheese, trying to bring attention to my sister. It was the fact that it was Kayla Nicole. So it's like, okay, yeah, now we can get clout off this girl or whatever. I mean, I'm pretty sure Kevin was mad because he hate when anybody exposed his true image or helped me fight. But it was more so the fact that he wanted clout off Kayla Nicole.
It's crazy because, like, I think in the interview he was saying, like, he did all that for you to, like, get you clout and boot you up. And the fans actually, like, now, no matter what happens, they think everything is a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
Got him, like, even our situation, they think, like, he got us doing
like,
all this
really
shit, like the circus, like, this shit fake.
Right.
Like,
yeah,
no, I wouldn't
and it's my fault because
part in no shit like
I shouldn't have. It ain't my fault because, man, y'all don't know like the type of like mental abuse and hold this brainwash this man had on me. But I wish I could have stayed strong enough to just left it at that live and not fell for his traps and coming to clear his name. Because let's be clear, like I never did that Say Cheese to clear my name. I literally, and I remember talking to this one girl. It was a woman who reached out to me or whatever off my Instagram when she seen that live go viral. Like she sent me $1,000 and everything. I never knew her, like cash. I never asked for it or nothing. But I remember calling her again because she was talking about God and I just kind of like, I trusted her off that. And she told me, she like, yeah, I seen that Say Cheese interview. She was like, but I didn't like it. She was like, why would you go in there and tell a lie? She was like, I spoke to you because this lady spoke to me like in the midst of everything. She was like, I spoke to you. You were all over the place. You was suicide. She felt like I was suicidal talking to me. Because I'm literally like, I'm finna go. I was literally finna run away. I had deleted all my social medias. And I was finna vanish. Like, nobody's finna ever hear about me. Like, that's the honest to God truth. I was just finna take me and my kids. I damn near want to change my name. Like, y'all just don't understand. I don't even understand how I let this man, like, finesse my brain so much how he did. But I remember just telling that girl, a lady I never met, because she contacted me from Instagram. But it's like, I had nowhere else to run. It's like, I'm running to random people now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she was like, I spoke to you, and she did. She was like, you were suicidal. She was telling me like not to use words like, because I'm finna vanish, all that. You speak stuff like that into existence. I could have really vanished, Nobody would never knew what happened to me. But she just was like, I ain't like it. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I just had to come clear his name because I felt bad. It made me feel bad because it went viral and it kind of messed up his image. He got a lot of backlash. And she was just like, I mean, I understand or whatever, keeping your business offline, but she was like, you saved him, but you ain't even saved yourself. And at that point, I was like, I thought about that. That her saying that still sits on my brain. And honestly, that's more of the purpose why I still do my YouTube videos, because she was right. Like, I came over here and saved this man. Like, I was more loyal to this man than I was to myself. I'm trying to clear this man's name, and this is the problems that he created. I didn't do none of this. I was the innocent one. You know what I'm saying? Why am I still like, having to dodge bullets and take jabs because of the problems that he created? So after that, I'm like, nah, I gotta still tell these people what's really going on. I can't just go out like that and tell a lie, act like this man is just this great guy and do no wrong when he really put.
I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. This is exactly what you should not do. Their whole situation, I don't know who came to the public first and started speaking about their relationship. I don't actually give a fuck though. I gotta stop cussing. But listen, y'all, if you're in a relationship, you're a public figure, your relationship ends, keep that shit where it was. Offline, between you and your woman, between her and her man. Y'all don't need to be bringing that shit to the internet and airing out all your dirty laundry, because Now we're gonna debate who started what first, who's saying what, who is this too far? It's like, nah, it's too messy. Fuck all of that shit. Way too messy. I don't know who spoke first, but I look at it like it's all bad. If Batman Kevo's airing out her dirty laundry, it's bad. If she's airing out Batman Kevo's dirty laundry, it's bad. Even if she's not a public figure and you just break up with your girl, you don't need to air out all her dirty laundry.
But not evil.
So, you know, what was the reason for doing a Say Cheese interview online? Like, was it a situation where you still depended on him? Or
yeah, like I was in survival mode. I genuinely did not want to fold on Kayla. Like, that's why I said, even if something happened between them, like, which I hope not, and I hope her baby daddy is still, or her husband, I'm sorry, I have to correct myself, is still together. I still respect Kayla. Like, I know y'all might be like, dang, that's crazy if she did that and you saying that, but y'all just don't understand. She understood how this man was mentally abusing me. Like, and honestly, she did what nobody else did. She really tried to help me fight this man. That's why I hate that I even had to like fold on her just on some survival stuff, because I would have never in life threw Kayla under the bus. It's just that I'm like, I got these kids. I don't know what else to do now. Like, you not here for me no more. I felt like that. I'm not sure if she genuinely wasn't going to be here for me, but I felt like she was just like, okay, well, Dime, I don't know what you're going to do, because, you know.
Now, when she said Kayla Nicole, the whole time I'm like, who? I didn't know. I was lost. I just Googled, searched it. I should have probably done this prior to this reaction. This is Travis Kelce's girlfriend. Or is this his ex-wife? Wait, this is this is an old-ass article. This is ex-wife. This was his ex-girlfriend. What the fuck am I reading, man? Hold on, y'all. Let me just play this shit.
No.
Yeah.
It's like she kind of felt like the evil was still winning, you know?
So, like, after the Say Cheese interview, how did things go after that? Like, was you promised certain things, or did things get better?
Yeah, and I just want to specify, too, where I was at when I did the Say Cheese interview. Like, I was literally at Kevo's condo in Miami. I literally had just went downstairs to a conference room. And Say Cheese knew that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because his cameraman who had came to interview me came to Kevo's house, and he thought he was interviewing Kevo. Then he seen me. He like, oh, do you rap or something? Like, the cameraman was kind of confused or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what was discussed between Kevo and Say Cheese, but like, he knew what was up. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know if I really want to come for Sean or whatever, because I'm not sure if Kevo was giving him little side conversations trying to paint a narrative over me, because Sean never talked to me, you know, personally. So, and from what it looked like on the outside looking in, it looked like Kevo was just doing me the best, and I was just this spoiled brat. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if I honestly ain't trying to come for Sean, because I don't know what Kevo really told this man about me. He never got to hear my true side of the story, you know? And then it's like, before I even did that interview, I remember Kevo coaching me, like, make sure you don't say nothing. He literally said these exact words. He like, make sure you don't say nothing to embarrass me, because if you say something or whatever, then I'm gonna have to make another video going back on you. I'm like, boy, I'm not finna do that or whatever. Like, I'm not finna, I already know. I'm blaming myself for the lie when I really got on there telling my truth. And I'm over here like, I already know how bad I've messed up your image, you know what I'm saying? Because that video of me going live, that had got like 400,000 views on my Instagram page alone. And that's like not apart from the other blogs it had hit or whatever. So I'm just feeling all guilty, like I'm the one in the wrong, you know? But I was like, I'm not finna go on Say Cheese and say nothing or whatever that we didn't discuss, because it definitely was discussed or whatever. And then honestly, I felt comfortable doing a Say Cheese interview, because I'm like, okay, Sean and Kevo, they homies, so I know Sean ain't finna hit me with no questions that I don't know how to answer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's the word? Let the people know we got on 16 Shot on visuals.
Dime, or it's my dime. Some of y'all may know me by.
For sure. First thing when I asked you is like, did you get your name for somebody or anything like that?
My daughter. Well, my
we don't care, man.
Some shit like that.
Yeah, so, Kevo.
I assume like, damn, maybe this ain't.
Nah, that's my government guy, my birthright name.
So what was that about? Like, what's the issue with having your your own name on your YouTube channel?
Shit, it wasn't no issue. Kevo thinks he controls me, and I'm not changing my name. I had that name before I even met that man, so.
If y'all want to see the rest of that interview with this young lady, Batman Kevo's wife or ex-wife, whatever her title is now, you can see that on 16ShotEm's page. The rest of that interview, because there's not much more relevance to this live that I'm doing, so I'm gonna cut that part. And let's get into, you know what? I'm starting to see a little bit of Flakko's angle when he says he's a clout chaser. It's not like that one because he gave an isolated example. Like you did an interview with X, Y, and Z, and this guy was saying negative stuff about Batman Kevo. So you're clout chasing. I'm like, that doesn't really make sense. But when you put together the fact that he's like not just fucking his wife, he's like starting a relationship with his wife, and his wife is on all these interviews for the platform. I don't know. It looks a little funny. I'm going to keep it a stack. It looks a little funny. But clout chasing, I don't know. Fuck all that clout chasing shit. When it gets down to the actual moment of the fight, this is where the line is crossed. Because he calls him a clout chaser a number of times. Y'all can see the rest of that interview on No Jumper as well, because I don't even think the rest of this is relevant. I think we captured enough, and we give enough insight to why Batman Kevo may not like him. But we really still don't know why Flakko was pressing 16ShotEm, even if he has a point. What is his personal relationship? Where does he fit in all of this? Because this is really all the backstory that's available pertaining to what's going on. That's not gone from an IG live. This is what's on this is the receipts. This is what's going on. This is what they're mad about. These interviews with Batman Kevo's wife, her airing out Batman Kevo's dirty laundry. So I don't get where Flakko fits in here. Pause. But one more time, y'all.
Oh, stop.
I think you're a clout chaser.
It's like you dick riding the game.
No, right.
All right, look. We're gonna do this. All right, let's get into the meat and potatoes of it. How did you and Kevo get into it to begin with?
He was clout chasing off
man,
Kevo.
Man, shut up! I just said let the man talk.
What'd you say, Kevo?
Bro, suck my dick, bro.
Hey, stop playing before I smack
bro,
shit out.
do it.
Fuck on.
Hey, no. Watch out, we ain't doing that here. Anybody about to watch out.
I'll beat the fuck out of you.
No, man.
Beat the fuck out you, boy. Motherfucker, put you some
I'll beat the fuck out of you.
Stop playing with me, boy.
Fuck out of here, my nigga.
Watch out, man.
You think this shit hard fun in the games, boy?
Hey, I swear this shit funny as hell. I wasn't on that though, man. Everybody know I came in there with good energy.
You came in there with good energy. Let me see the beginning real quick before I wrap this shit up. You got a lot more to discuss, a lot more to cover. I want to see how they started that interview. Let's see the energy at the beginning, the very beginning. So I'm going to pull that up right now. Let's get into it.
Conversation willing to happen, right? Definitely in the works. Now, first of all, right, so break down exactly how do we get...
Wait. Introduce him first.
Like, say this though, right?
Hey, bro, for people who don't know who he is or who know who I am...
Okay, bro, No Jumper niggas know who he is, but I bet. Yo, welcome back to No Jumper, all right? This is AD,
hey.
All right? And this is 16ShotEm.
So,
now, Adam, I think, texted me, right, a few days ago. And he said, yo, listen, you're going to sit down with 16ShotEm, and we need somebody to mediate. I first say, yo, listen, we don't need, a fucking mediator, right? Like, I say, yo, listen, man, bro, right? We're both grown men, right? But Adam said he needed big AD to be here, so AD is here, man. So break down, man, exactly, what led to us being here and, why you hit up Adam, trying to, I guess, speak on something.
I didn't.
No?
Yeah, I ain't asked for this interview.
Yo, bro, Adam be setting it up then, bro.
I hit up Adam about you though, but it wasn't about an interview.
Talk to the mic, bro.
Yeah,
bring it down then.
I hit up Adam about you because the shit you did on the last, well, not the last one, but the shit with Kevo manager. And the issue with me is not you giving them a voice, because I seen you say I do the same thing you do. I just gave them a platform.
Yeah,
that's not the case.
Okay,
you start the call off. What's the clout chasing at 16? You know me or something. You disrespecting me already. You voicing your opinion on some shit you don't know nothing about. And that's what I had an issue with. And then you continue with it, talking about some word on the street. He's scared to come outside and this and that. Who said that? What streets you on that told you that?
He don't know no street. He just talking with the internet.
Who's saying that? Because I ain't heard that.
Here, so
I do interviews outside. Like that's how I eat.
Right.
The worst part about the things that he said he heard about 16ShotEm is that when AD said he looked in the phone from the things that he showed him, it was actually Flakko talking to another individual, talking shit about 16ShotEm to the other guy. So he was the source of his own shit talking. So I don't even get that.
Right, here, so break it down, right? So, but the first part was the cloud chasing part, right? So, so who's Miko?
That's somebody that's on the case with Kevo.
Is
His co-defendant.
Okay. Is he a lit rapper?
No, that's his co-defendant who said he snitched on him.
And that's where like the cloud chasing part comment, right? Because like you did the interview, right?
What? See, that's a bad argument. He's one of his co-defendants. He's saying he snitched on him. Batman Kevo is a public figure with notoriety, and this is a public case. He's covering the story. How is that clout chasing? Because he got the story? I don't get it.
Solely to expose Batman Kevo.
No, he did the interview to expose Batman Kevo. Somebody walked in. I had no idea who Miko was.
On your platform, though.
Yes.
And bro, that's clout chasing. Like for example, though, right?
How's that clout chasing? That's his co-defendant. It's multiple.
Here's
people,
why, though, right?
There's multiple people in Chicago saying he's a rat. Is he not the only one?
Here's why, though,
show you
right?
multiple videos.
Right. So like, look. So like, there's nobody, right, who would say, yo, bro, like, let me like come up here, right, and like expose somebody. Like for example, right, Miko didn't have like a great like storyline. You feel me, right? And he's a nobody, right? So for you to say, yo, like, I'm about to like interview this like absolute like nobody.
Who says he a nobody? Kevo
His
told you he
views.
nobody.
His views, bro.
Wait a minute, Flakko. You could say the same thing when it comes down to No Jumper. If somebody got a story about somebody, Adam may take the interview. That ain't
bro.
clout chasing when it come down to it, is it?
Bro.
That's crazy.
And they've been saying this for a long time that he's a rat. It is a rat on their case. It's a confidential informant on their case. It's people paperwork that's sealed. If everybody's saying that you told, how am I clout chasing? By giving them a voice. That's what I do. My platform give people voices that people scared to give voices to.
So right, so again, right, bro had again like bro's not like a lit rapper, got ain't going on, right?
It wasn't a rap interview, bro. You keep talking about a
You
rapper.
brought him on it, right, with the purpose to like expose Batman Kevo, right?
The purpose was to get the story out and see if it's true or not. I even offered Batman Kevo a chance to talk.
All right, so if there's a story out in the air, a lot of people are saying that Batman Kevo's a snitch. You have his co-defendant who should have the paperwork and all that in his disclosure showing that he's a snitch. Because when you're a snitch, it's on paper. You can't hide. You can't hide. It's on paper. They got you. He's doing the interview to cover the story. He's saying that he's clout chasing by covering the story. So what is he supposed to do? Cover up for Batman Kevo and not run the story in defense of Batman Kevo because it may make him. Wow, struggle. Yikes.
You stupid.
It may make him look bad, so you don't run the story. That's ridiculous.
So it brought him on like on right with the what like what's like but the sole purpose of it too.
They reached out to me,
and you accepted. And what was the sole purpose of you accepting that like interview?
because I knew it was a story. I knew it was a story that people was gonna pay attention to, and people talking about it. People want to know what's happening.
Yes, that's the business that we're in. There is absolutely nothing wrong with what you're saying right now, sir.
And you brought him on with the sole purpose of saying that Batman Kevo ratted, right?
No, his purpose was to say he ratted. I wanted to hear what he had to say. I wanted to know how he ratted. I wanted to know why do you think he ratted? Like, what's the proof? Like, what make you call him a snitch? Why did the other dude in the interview call him a snitch? Why is 5-6 other people call him a snitch? That's what I want to know. Why?
I think it's this, right?
What's the issue with that though?
Right? If like for example though, right? If let's say like AD, right? If we're interviewing AD about AD and like AD like has like a cool story, cool, right? But let's say yo AD coming on to like speak on.
If Flakko came in here and said, listen, You're interviewing people that claim he's a snitch. You're interviewing his ex-wife. You're fucking his ex-wife. You're trying to come up off his name. You're clout chasing. If he said some shit like that, maybe some people would have listened. But this specific example, it's like...
We don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
Batman Calvin ratting, or possibly ratting, right? That's clout chasing to me, right? Meaning, yo, bro, like, why would you just like bring somebody on just to like smut?
You know the co-defendant is?
Yeah.
So how is that clout chasing? Who better to ask about if a nigga told, but the nigga on this case? The nigga's on this case.
Right.
Who else do I talk to?
Bro, you bring it on with somebody, right? With the sole purpose of finding out whether or not that nigga told. And to me, that's foul.
Look, let's not act like if somebody had some information about somebody and they told Adam, hey, I want to sit there and Adam is going to do it,
Nah,
nigga.
bro.
Yes, he
All right,
is.
so what you
I know a nigga longer than you.
What you call
Right?
big folks for?
Nigga, come on, man.
What you call big folks for, or little folks, whatever?
He's like entertaining. Like, yeah, that's fuck.
That ain't clout chasing?
How?
How is he relevant in the situation? Who is he?
He's like entertaining as fuck. I want to talk to him.
Who is he?
Huh?
Who is he?
Entertaining ass like white nigga who's online.
He's not white.
He's white.
He's not white.
Oh, I thought you meant white folks. Got you. Big folks is Kevin manager.
Yeah. What he got to do with the situation?
Right. So, right here. Right. So right. Cool. Right. So like Ben and Kevin, right? Heard that you was on, I guess, like the show, right? On like Tuesday show.
That's another thing. Y'all last I called in. I didn't call in. I was mad at my business.
Yeah.
Y'all
Right.
called me.
Yeah. Right. So Ben and Kevin said, yo, listen up, bro. Like, things need to be cleared up. I'm not giving him no clout, right? So have big folks like tap in now, and he tapped in and told his piece. You feel me? So like, I don't see nothing like.
Isn't that the same thing?
How?
It's the same thing.
No.
You didn't know who Big Folks was. Somebody told you about him to basically clear up a story.
It's not the same
And he got nothing to do with the situation at all.
And he was also a no-name, right?
He did though.
I never met this man a day in my
Flakko,
life.
it's the same. Bro. It's the same situation that he did that you
It's
did.
not.
Was you familiar with Big Folks before Kevo told you to talk to him?
Bro.
Was you familiar with him before Kevo told you to talk to him?
No.
Okay then. So if you didn't know him, it's the same thing.
No, right? It's again like it's way different. And like here's why, right? And he came on listen, right? And he came on this platform and said something about Bandman Kevo, right?
Adam called him.
Yeah, right.
I was on the episode.
Yeah, right. And Bandman Kevo wanted to clear out his piece, but didn't like want to say, yo, listen
Ask
up,
him
bro.
why he didn't want to speak.
He's up.
He wasn't fucking busy, bro.
He's rich.
How you so busy, but you harassing me, a broke ass cameraman?
He didn't say busy though. He said like he didn't want to like speak on it.
He can't speak on it.
Give you clout.
And what you mean? Give me clout, bro? Y'all think Kevo's somebody for real? Y'all believe this illusion, this image? Y'all believe these fake ass bots and followers, bro?
What?
Don't nobody fuck with Kevo in the city, bro. He's a nobody. I don't need to chase clout, bro. I do interviews and help people get exposure.
Wait. Or you saying right again, but right. Like currently, right, that like Bandman Kevo and you are on like the same level.
Financially, no, but I got way more respect than Kevo.
Again,
and I'm
respect
not,
is
I'm
cool,
not
right? But
wanting
clout,
for shit.
no, right? Again,
I don't know what his clout is.
Man.
He's a fucking fraud, bro.
Bro, right now Kevo has like more clout than you, right?
He paid his way, bro. He pays for friends. He pays for vlogs.
Regardless,
he paid for
though,
that
bro,
shit, that shit is not organic, bro.
But
you think I really gained something from this shit with Kevo?
Of course you did, bro.
What, like 4,000-5,000 followers?
Subs
When you keep it a stack, it does seem there's definitely something here with something personal between 16ShotEm and Batman Kevo. How could there not be? You're actively fucking his wife too, and you're calling him a fraud in every way, and you say he bought all his stuff, he's not respected in the street. Like this is beyond coverage. This is beyond doing the media shit and coverage. It's like there has to be something personal here.
Tension, yeah, of course, right? Yeah, of course.
No.
Bro, you did.
No.
Everybody gaining something from it. It's a conversation.
What? Like what? 100 and like 60,000 views, right?
It don't matter. Whatever.
Listen, y'all. I'm sticking with my point where I said at the start. Flakko was wrong for this. He was wrong how he handled it. He was wrong for even the argument that he was making was wrong. I stand by all the things that I said in the beginning. But with all the context and all the insight that we got, you definitely can see there is something personal going on with him and Batman Kevo.
I do that though. That's what you mean. Like I do that. That's regular,
bro. My thing is this, right? Again, and like I like stand by it though, right? Saying this, if that person, like like Miko, though, right? If you're only interviewing him just to like quote unquote expose or like speak on Kevo, like telling, to me that's cloud chasing. You again, like I see it differently, right? That's how I see it. Now listen, right?
You think 1090 Jake a cloud chaser? Would you call him a cloud chaser?
Yeah.
What? How?
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, of course.
How?
Oh,
okay. Then what are you then? Because you
Me?
make videos about all type of shit.
Nah, bro.
You not a cloud chaser?
Right?
You just be saying shit too.
It's dog though. No wait, right?
Like, you gotta be credible.
No,
with that
listen.
shit.
Hold on.
Huh.
Radio. You gotta put yourself under the same microscope you put under other people on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, definitely
if 1090 Jake is picking up stories,
Nah.
that's his niche. Bro, I do the same thing. So am I a cloud chaser?
Wait.
Am I a cloud chaser?
How though? Right?
I'm asking. We talking about stories.
It's
and
not
picking up stuff?
No. Right? Wait. It's not picking up stories though, right? Bro, go out of his way, right, to find paperwork of folks snitching who folks ain't never did shit to like him, right? That's cloud chasing.
You did the same thing with YSL though.
Who? How?
You put out stuff, paperwork that was on that you put it on your page.
It was a news story already though.
So a credible source has to post it for you to post it?
It was a news story already though, right? Like, right?
I'm just saying, does a credible source have to post it before you post it? So
I don't
basically,
get
the big dogs got to post it. If you report on it, then it's no longer clout chasing. But if somebody goes out their way to try to get a story, then they're clout chasing. So 1090, he talks about.
That's crazy. So he's saying any reporter or journalist will be clout chasing because only the people that do social commentary and do commentating, they have to source it from somebody else, and those are the only people that can have opinions. But that's a problem. That's a problem in modern media. Like, you're a reporter, you're a journalist, and you're a commentator at the same time. So you're not only just reporting on the facts, you're also giving your perspective on all sorts of things. So that's where it gets into muddy waters.
Though, right?
Okay.
I'm saying though, right? Again, Thug and Yagati, right? Them getting booked for a RICO, that was a national story, right? So me posting some shit on a national story already, that's not cloud chasing. And however, right? Joe Blow down the block.
Okay, so he's saying you reporting something on a national story is not a clout chasing, but you, in fact, breaking that national story is clout chasing.
Yeah, I gotta get security. I want this man out of my sight right here. Get him out of here. He's got no place in here. Get rid of him. Okay.
To me, that sounds like some hating ass shit. Because you essentially, you're not a middleman anymore. You're breaking the story, so you're gonna get the most views. You're gonna be the buzz. You're gonna be the source of the story. People are gonna source you. So you're hating at that point.
Nigga, you just hating, feel me? That's why you ain't never gonna have no paper, ain't never gonna have no bitches, feel me?
With like 10,000 followers though, right? Who ain't never bothered nobody, don't got no issues with like 1090 Jake or nobody, and that nigga just go digging just to like expose a nigga for what? For clout? That's clout chasing. But hey, that's just me though, you feel me? I ain't a street nigga.
What's wrong with exposing the rap? They did what they did. Like, they did it.
I feel like, right, like going.
This is the problem. Flakko is a commentator. He does social commentary. He has opinions and takes on active matters. He doesn't break the news. So he's mad at him for being a reporter and breaking the news. Flakko's wrong. Once again, what I said in the beginning, I stick by it. He was wrong.
Out of your way to quote unquote expose somebody, and they're not like a storyline, like they're not relevant, right? Is you just going like out of your way to expose a nigga because he told? I don't see how like
Flakko may not like it because he rocks with Batman Kevo. There's clearly something personal with 16ShotEm and Batman Kevo, but breaking the story is not clout chasing. It's just breaking the story. If it's not to his favor, that's life, nigga. That's life.
That's like fair or relevant. But again, bro,
if it's the truth, what's wrong with it though?
What?
If it's the truth, what's wrong with it?
Is Batman Kevo the truth?
What you mean by that?
Kevo right?
I believe so. I don't know though.
Can't put on a nigga unless you got paperwork. So we ain't gonna call nobody that right now.
Bro, and like that's my point though, right?
Well, he interviewed the guy. He got the information from him, but not substantial enough and not dead to rights evidence where he has the paperwork to call him an outright snitch. Although I thought he said it earlier in the thing. Maybe I got it confused.
So I don't know though.
Can't put on a nigga unless you got paperwork. So we ain't gonna call nobody that right now.
Bro, and like that's my point though, right? He
But
brought the phone with the sole purpose to call Kevo a rap for like 1 hour.
No, it wasn't. His purpose was calling him a rap. My purpose is to get his story, bro. I break stories. That's how the stories be big. You break stories. You don't keep talking about recycled shit.
You used to like doing the same exact thing. This ain't no different.
What?
Like with your stories and stuff.
What you mean? Am I used to doing the same thing?
So you said like you get stories like so just like he's saying that you clout chasing for this.
Now, see, this is sticky grounds because not everybody likes to break stories. He clearly doesn't like to break stories. Tasha K was breaking stories, and you see what happened to her. She has to break the bank now to pay back Cardi B because she fabricated some tales.
It's a total fabrication.
So she has to pay the price. It's a different sport out here when you're breaking stories, but you can't be mad at him for doing the interview and breaking the story.
Is this out of the ordinary what you do with your content usually?
Nah, like I don't just interview with people that's exposing people all day and every day. So nah.
So wait though. So then like why Kevo then?
What you mean why Kevo? They reached out to me, bro. I didn't have no issue with Kevo. I never had met Kevo or talked to him for me to have an issue with him.
So before all this happened, all this shit going on, you didn't have no problem with him, and then they hit you up and said, we just want a platform to say X, Y, and Z, and you just let them do that.
Yeah, and they been hit me up, and I didn't even respond at first. It took.
Now I'm gonna keep it a bean. That's a wild coincidence that you have no issue with him at all, but all these people are hitting you up, including his ex-wife, and then you're ending up fucking his ex-wife and keeping her around. So that's a little weird, man. Ain't gonna lie.
A family member that knew these people that told me like, no, he know Kevo for real. Listen to him. They got to showing me pictures of them together. They got to showing me, and then I go online. I see Kevo say he don't know the dude. He never met him. So that's already like, all right.
And they got pictures together.
Yeah, I got the shit in my phone. I can show y'all right now. I got a lot of shit in my phone to show y'all. So it's like, it wasn't no issue with him. The issue came because once I dropped the interview, he went online and basically like discredited my platform and said that I'm a fraud and I want to take down all the Chicago lit artists and don't fuck with me. That pissed me off. I responded.
There we
I
go.
was about to get on some other type of shit then. I thought about it like, he don't present himself as no tough guy, no gangster shit. There's no purpose of taking that route with him. He went online and played with me. Yeah.
Not Kevo?
All right, so that is the reason behind their personal issue. I didn't listen to this whole interview, clearly. Not with intent, but...
Who gangster though?
Hold on. Hold on. Let him finish.
He went online and played with me online and tried to discredit my brand and made me look bad. So my response was to do the same thing, but I didn't tell one lie. I basically, this was like a warning, like, you know, some internet shit, we could play on the internet. You want to play with me on that, we could play. His response after that, instead of like clearing up if he a rat or not, was 16's gay, he fuck with trannies. Like, so that made me believe you a rat now because you realize just lied. That was your response. Instead of clearing up if you're a rat, because that's what I asked you to do, clear up if you're a rat or not, show the paperwork. Instead of doing that, you change the narrative and try to say I'm gay and fuck with trannies, and then when I get on your ass and I really get to calling you a rat because I believe you're a rat and everybody else get to calling you a rat, you fake and want to squash the beef with me because you know if I'm the person that got people saying this shit, if we get cool and I stop saying it, they gonna stop saying it. So that's how that live came about. That was damage control for him. That wasn't genuine at all. The whole time he's belittling me, talking about it's Kevo's bag, it's 16's bag. It's what Kevo could do for you, it's what 16 could do for you. So I'm knowing this all like trying to save your image. You even promoting a documentary, like none of that shit was genuine. So that's why I really believe that he was a rat, because it's like, why not show your paperwork?
Hold on, let him finish.
Why not show your paperwork? Like, you called me a pedophile, I went on the fucking pedophile website and typed my name in.
he may not have any paperwork if there's no. If he didn't leave any if he didn't leave a statement, then he's just showing you his disclosure with a bunch of arbitrary shit on it that has nothing to do with nothing, but it has his legal name and some information in accordance to the case. I don't know. It's not incumbent on somebody to show their paperwork if someone's calling them a snitch. It's incumbent on the person that's calling someone a snitch to show the paperwork that they snitched. Because if someone snitched on you, you have the paperwork. So it's on you at that point. So I'm not going to believe that until I have evidence. I don't care if it seems a certain way. That's how people get finessed and lied to all the time.
Why he couldn't do that with his paperwork? Why respond with a lie?
So where the training shit come from?
And it's proof. And I don't know. It's proof that he lied about that. Because when we did our talk, he said that he lied about that shit on the live.
Oh, the tranny talk? That was a random.
You saying where it come from? I want to show you. So I want to show y'all. Like,
no, I'm saying for somebody to say, hey, he fuck with trannies, like
nobody ever
he
said
just,
that.
He just threw that shit out the.
That was just a bullshit ass random lie. Clearly.
Yes, bro. I'm about to show you some shit. Hold on, no.
Point though, right?
Nah, listen to this. This type of shit.
And you see how like you just text me like, man, saying something like, well, I'm gonna do this and do that, and you don't see me texting you saying I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that to you, which you know I can make up any type of finesse on anything, any platform, and make you look the worst, and just say anything. Period. You know what I mean? So like, why would you feel me? Try to finesse like you? That would let you know.
Yeah, Brandon. Facts. The burden of proof is on the person that is making the claims.
Know that you're more mad because I'm not even mad at you, even if you moved on. Like, you know I don't care.
Like, he's telling you what the fuck he do. He pays blog. I got bloggers I could call. That's like, it's a reason why no Chicago blogs posting no bad about me. It's out of town people, because all the Chicago people knows him and they know his tactics.
Because they're receipts though.
He called them and asking to say this, and they, bro, get off my phone. Yo ass a goofy. Fuck your money. It's taking out of town people. It's taking people like you. It's taking.
Do you have any proof of that though? Like,
yes. Show me a Chicago blog that says something bad about me.
No.
Do I got proof of that he's paying blogs?
No, right? He called up a Chicago like blog, right?
How you get Big Folks' number?
Huh?
You ain't know Big Folks.
Big Folks is Kevo's manager.
Exactly. How did y'all get in contact?
Who, Kevo?
They contacted you, right?
No. Well, kind of, right? So I posted it about Kevo, right? Saying, yo, like 16ShotEm, F Kevo's wife. He said, bro, like, that's not my wife, dog. Like, why would you like post that shit up, right? So then, like, you know, he called me, right? So like we talking, right? Cool, right? He said, yo.
What? That's not his what?
It says Kevin Ford, blah, Dublin Harris, blah, blah, blah. Wait, this is just like a what? Like what?
It's a marriage license, I think.
Bro, it's some like skin shit, right?
You trying to come on? You
No,
can't come on with the skills.
no, wait, right?
Yo, lip shaking this shit.
No, look though, wait, right? Bro, right? I shouldn't this should be online though, right?
This looks
I don't
like
know. I ain't never got married, bro. I just know
this looks like a real paper, but I can.
Yo, when you get married, it's public record, all right?
Yeah, bro. Like,
let me see.
It's some scan shit, right? Like
that marriage certificate is public record.
Bro, listen, right? If Kev was married, right, bro?
Wait. Why
it's
does
easy as fuck to find out. Just go online and type it up.
Hold on, quick. Why does it matter if he was married or not anyway? In the context of things,
I'm just pointing out lies.
No,
every lie I could point out, I'm showing, because I got multiple times he lied.
Cause of the lie, though, right? So again, my thing is this, right?
No, why does it matter if he was married?
No, wait, though, right? But listen, right? If Kev was married, though, right? It's easy as fuck to point out. Go online and I look for it, right, and pull it up. But like, that still haven't come out yet, right?
You did that?
No, right? Kev was just saying, yo, listen, man, like, why would you like post up like the title of "That's my wife," and me and her are like not legally married? Which I said, right? It's then, you know, it's like my fault then, right? Cool. Let's turn that back to you though, right? So you like said, right, yo, like.
No, you're not changing this. What we just talking about is him contacting blogs and getting and trying to change the narrative.
Proof he got of it.
Did they contact you?
Who, Kev? Yeah.
All right, that's all.
It wasn't to like.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's what I'm saying is true.
Put up though, right?
Did I contact y'all?
I don't know, right?
No.
Right. So listen, right. Kevin hit me up though, right?
Yo, what is going on?
Never say,
man?
yo, like post this, right? I asked, yo, listen, like, if he said this and you're saying that, yo, that this is wrong, yo, like, come on and like speak about it. Kevin said, bro, listen up, bro. Like, I'm up here, he's down here, right? I can give him no clout. Talk to big folks, which is his manager. So I said, all right, cool. You feel me? Right? So like, it wasn't Kevin saying, yo, bro, like post this, but no, like.
So when you talk to, what's his name?
Big folks.
When you talk to big folks, what do he tell you?
What? Like.
In the context, like what was your conversation like?
On camera?
No.
Or.
Regardless of what was the conversation in general?
Is hair, right? So like hair, right? So like, I called him though, right? And he said something like, again, like the pedophile shit, the like, and he's capping about the wife shit, you know how you're like scared to like come outside in Chicago, right? right? So hey, right?
Well, you ain't in Chicago. You be saying Kevin in Chicago though. That's what.
He rich as fuck. Why would he go back?
Bro. Now this is an important part because what he said was supposed to be verified by AD, but AD looked in the phone and said that's not what he's seen in the phone. And if anything, it was Flakko talking shit about him. And that wasn't in it. And this went left.
It's a reason he don't want to do that interview.
He's
It don't
rich.
got nothing to do with being rich. It don't got nothing to do with being busy, bro.
Yeah, bro, why would
he
Kevin
can't
look in the
answer them
trenches, bro?
questions. He's not no fucking from Chicago. He was born in Chicago. It's a difference. That's why when he tried to prove he was from, they
Same
showed a
thing, though.
birth certificate. Don't know a nigga where they from. Show most niggas don't. They mamas got their birth certificates, bro. Like he not from Chicago. Ask him to show a high school picture. Ask him to show.
And where did
grade
Kevin
school
get booked
picture.
at though?
Anybody get arrested in Chicago? I got arrested.
All right, so if y'all want to see the rest of that interview, it's on No Jumper's channel. There's about half an hour left in the interview, and it's a lot of circle talk. It's a lot of Flakko defending Batman Kevo like he's his personal PR. He was wrong for coming at 16ShotEm like it was a publicity stunt, not a publicity stunt, like it was a clout chase move, which resulted in what we seen at the beginning, the spitting in the fight, which was not a good look for No Jumper. But we're gonna wrap this up. In conclusion, this was a messy ass incident. This whole thing is messy with fucking what's his name? 16ShotEm fucking this nigga's wife. That's a mess. It's very messy. This seems personal, but for the most part, Flakko has nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with this. It almost looks like it's Flakko clout chasing this incident to try to be relevant within it. But he's already a No Jumper employee, getting a lot of views on that platform. So Adam22 is definitely expanding his platform and taking over in that regard. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. A lot more on the way. We're gonna have a little more condensed breakdowns. That was a long one. Yeah. Hey, yo, pause, son.